Greetings everyone and welcome back to another episode of Ragplay's Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Last we left off, we had just finished up in the Tomb of Naga Sadow. We're pretty much through here on Korriban. All that's left is our final trial in the Tomb of Naga Sadow to complete our ascension into the ranks of the Sith. Best head on out of here and head to see Master Uthar. Before we do though, I'm going to have a little chat with this Sith student and see if she saw any of our exploits within the tomb come to fruition.
Wow, you should have seen it. That droid came running out of the tomb like a bantha on a rampage. It fired some kind of jetpack and off it went. Whatever you did, it sure was effective. I don't think it's coming back anytime soon. You'd better go and tell Master Uthar about this if you haven't already. You may not have destroyed the droid, but you might still get the reward.
Well, that's a relief. As I thought, we are actually able to still collect the prestige from dealing with the droid in the light side manner, which makes some sense. It would be kind of stupid to restrict the Jedi from being able to, or someone with a Jedi alignment to be able to complete Korriban. Though maybe Bioware would have been wise to actually do that with some of the prestige choices to make it a little more realistic. Should you be able to get through Korriban unscathed in your morality? Maybe not, but regardless, that suits me just fine. Because I'd rather not have to give any of the other artifacts to Uthar if I can avoid it. Overall, though, Mac is really excited to begin his final trial. He's eager to see what the Sith have in store for him. Purely out of morbid curiosity, of course. I would say he's firmly in the camp of the Jedi at this point. His alignment certainly reflects that, despite some misgivings about them, obviously. Bastila, on the other hand, seems to be having some doubts of her own. And Telemachus is worried about her. Seems the longer they spend on Korriban, the more irritated and impatient she's becoming. He's starting to worry that she may be slipping. He feels a distance growing in her heart, and he's eager to get her away from this place and help her through whatever she's feeling if he can. Though unfortunately,
sure,
he needs that star map first. And to do that, I actually think we might be better served to swap out Jolie. Because the tribulations after we take our trial are going to be quite a thing, and I'm not sure if he's up to the rigors of that kind of combat. Given that he only has 105 vitality points, might behoove us to swap him out. I thought about maybe Karth or Canderous being his replacement. And I'm kind of erring towards Karth, mainly because pistols are more effective than heavy assault. I think I'll use Canderous a little more later on in the game. I know we've barely used HK at all in a really long time as well, but yeah, I think I am gonna do Karth. Yeah, it looks like he has a level up, so
ready.
I will go ahead and fix him up here. So he is a level 14 soldier, and he will now be level 15 after we finish. So skills. Looks like we were trying to make him a jack of all trades at some point, but awareness and treat injury seem to be what we decided on after getting some more skilled characters, so I'll just bump awareness again. It's fine. Feats, he's set for 2 weapon fighting, set for armor. He's set for implants, set for power attack and rapid shot, and he has his weapon specialization. There's not really much else we can do with him. It looks like he started going down the conditioning road at some point. This feat provides a +2 bonus to all saving throws. We could make it even better by giving him improved conditioning. I think that's really the only option. There isn't much else that would benefit Karth at all, aside from maybe toughness, which, granted, it's a useful skill, but it applies retroactively as well. So you get like 15 more HP. It could make a difference. Probably not, though. I think I'm just going to go with the saving throws. It'll help him resist force-based attacks as well, so there's nothing wrong with that. We'll accept. It's Karth squared away.
What?
One other thing that I did manage to fix, and I almost forgot to mention it at the start of the recording, was I managed to remove the speed bug that we were experiencing. All I had to do was reload the save and then cast it again, and it wore off that time. But, I guess if you go into a cutscene while you have that buff attached, and I was pretty sure I remembered hearing about that bug a long time ago, it always stays active. So just make sure, guys, that if you think you're going to get thrown into a cutscene, you know, make sure that that you're debuffed at the time. Wait until everything wears off of you. You don't want to bug the game out. Even this little alcove is pretty freaking awesome to look at with these statues. Love Korriban's atmosphere. Won't be seeing much more of it, though. Now then, is there anything else that we have to do before we begin the trial? I have to quickly look at my map here, kind of refresh myself on some of the rooms. The dueling room. This kind of speaks to me. I seem to recall there being prisoners in there that we might have been able to free at some point, but I don't know if... I know I can fight them, and I don't want to, so that would probably be unwise to even mess with those right now. The interrogation room we dealt with. I think just about all of the students we dealt with, too. We might head down and see Ithura and see if she has any commentary on our progress thus far before heading over to see Uthar. I guess I'll just quickly check the rooms out. Not sure where everybody was anymore, but man, it is awfully bare in here after we got through with all these people. It's a cutthroat business, the Sith. A lot of people just aren't cut out for it. Yeah, this is all clear. Where was Ithura anyway? I think she was in the next hallway. So down here. No, that was a Sith guard. There is like nobody here, my goodness. Get our music back. There's Ithura. Just gonna quickly check back this way to... Yeah, there's not a soul in the academy except for us. It's crazy. Ithura.
I understand you managed to kill Lasho. Well done.
We did.
She was devious, but I knew her trust could be turned against her. One less opponent is an excellent result, regardless of how it occurs, correct? Now then, something you needed?
Nope.
Come back soon, my friend. So, you managed to kill Shardon, did you?
I did.
Good news travels quickly. Well done. He wouldn't have made a good Sith anyway. One less opponent is an excellent result, regardless of how it occurs, correct? Now then, something you needed?
Poor Chuckles. Never forget.
Come back soon, my friend. You've been doing well. I hear you've almost enough prestige to be declared the victor. Somehow I just knew you were the one who would succeed.
My god, you must be a clairvoyant. Who else could succeed but the the player character, after all?
Come back soon, my friend.
Well, it's good to know she regards us as her friend. That will be useful. To Telemachus, I'm sure. Not that we would consider using Ithura. Not that the thought hasn't crossed his mind, but he kind of pities her in certain ways, and well, if it's between Ithura and Uthar, it's an easy choice for him. I think Ithura is the better choice, and he will be betraying Master Uthar. I guess I will just quickly run and see about the dueling room at least, just to see if there's some way we can get those prisoners out of there before anything else happens. The Sith duelist that is half dead. And we've got a nice little friend here.
I was told that you actually met the old
Murdering
master at the
people.
academy, Jorak. Determined as mad as they say.
Yes, he is as mad as they say. He almost killed us, in fact. Well, sorry guys. I know I can mess with this computer, but I suspect that it's not going to let me free you guys until later on. Again, the music cut out. That's weird. Torture chamber has been dealt with, it seems. Yeah, there's nothing left in here for us. Get away from this noisiness. Begin our final trial.
Do not forget our agreement regarding Euthura's treachery. We shall put her in her place, should you reach the final test, that
don't
is.
worry, I haven't forgotten. You can be sure of that. Now then. I dealt with the rogue droid in the tombs.
Oh? I heard that the droid ran out and blasted off into the sky. We tracked it for a short while before it vanished from our scanners. What do you make of that?
I activated his self-destruct and he ran. But he is dead.
I suppose so. That would explain his disappearance from our scanners, certainly. Though I would prefer proof. Still, it shows innovative thinking.
Or innovative lying.
Shh, quiet back there.
I am impressed. You have rid us of a potential nuisance. You have impressed me enough, by my estimation, to become a Sith in full. Congratulations, young one. You have bested the others quite completely. You have but one final test which you must take, and this requires us to travel to the Tomb of Naga Sadow, in the Valley of the Dark Lords. I would advise you to be rested and equipped before we leave. Return to your quarters now and seek me out in the morning. When you return, make sure that you have all you will need, for you will face your test alone. Go, and may the Force serve you well.
After a cold, restless night, we awake to pen a final entry into our journal. The rogue droid. Even though you did not destroy the rogue assassin droid in the tombs, you did get rid of Master Uthar's problem, a lie, which he was willing to swallow, and give you prestige for. You are now one step closer towards reaching the final test. And the way of the Sith. Master Uthar has been impressed enough to declare you worthy of taking the final test at the Tomb of Naga Sadow. He has given you one night to rest up and prepare. When you are ready, return to him, and he will bring you to the tomb. That's actually great news, because in total all we had to do was deal with the renegade students, interrogate the Mandalorian, and deal with the rogue droid, and none of that really benefits the Sith in any tremendous way. We got away with not helping them at all, just about. Ithura.
What are you doing here? Go back to Uthar and tell him you are ready to take your final test. Our moment is at hand. Go.
I'm a gettin'. As I was tooling around here off camera, I actually found out that Tamlin had
Congratulations
some
on joining the Academy proper.
I imagine you'll be taking your final test soon?
Oh, yes. I was, sure he was going to talk to us about the Sword of Ajunta Paul. But, he did not. Uthar.
So then, I take it you are ready to travel to the Tomb of Naga Sadow. Your final test should not be delayed.
Tell me of the Tomb of Naga Sadow.
It is a tomb that belonged to an ancient Sith Lord. The greatest of Korriban's Sith Lords, in fact. It is there that your test is performed.
And what is this final test?
I will tell you the details when we are there, young one. You will, however, fight for your life. That is why I suggest you be in sufficient health.
Then I am ready.
Then we go now.
A day passes in preparation. Uthar then takes you and Yathura to the Sith tomb. Your companions are not permitted to join you.
Very well. We are now ready for your final test, young Sith. You have earned the right to see if you shall become one of us.
Indeed you have.
Is that a tone of mischief in your voice, dear Yathura?
Uh-oh.
You should know by now that no scheme is certain.
As should you, my master. But I was only agreeing with you. Should we not get on with the test?
Yes. Yes, of course. We are in the sacred tomb of Naga Sadow, young one. The one discovered by Darth Malak and Darth Revan years ago. You are to follow in their footsteps and reach the ancient star map that lies deep within. There you will find a lightsaber, amongst other things. The lightsaber is for you, your initiation present. Return to us once you have it. For you, the test does not end there.
Be very cautious here. This tomb is like the others in this valley, and many of its old defenses remain active.
Do you understand what I have told you? Are you ready to begin?
Can you tell me anything about what I will face?
No. That is part of the test. Overcome the obstacles that lie ahead on your own.
Can I leave the tomb?
You cannot. No one enters and no one leaves until your test is complete.
Very well. Find the star map and return with the lightsaber. I understand.
Good. Yathura and I will await your return.
And our trial begins. Journal entry added. Way of the Sith. Master Uthar and Yathura Ban have brought you to the Tomb of Naga Sadow, and there is no way out of the tomb until the test is complete. You will have to find the star map deep within the tomb. When you find it, you will also locate a ceremonial lightsaber. Return it to Master Uthar. Very well, that's the way out. There's no point on even trying the door, as they said. We are on our own. That means I'm gonna buff up Force Valor to start with. It's not gonna help us tremendously, but it might help us some. We've got a raid ahead. I haven't seen those since Tatooine. Mac is gonna cautiously edge his way forward here. He's in a mine because we didn't detect it. That's fine. Suspect we'll find a few of those. I should really be using speed in here, but I kind of don't want to be running fast all over the place. I'm gonna just heal up. Take our time a little bit. At a junction of 3 ways, and Telemachus is gonna just keep going straight. He would rather not get lost in here if he can avoid it. Here's something behind this door. A dangerous-looking pool of acid has flooded the room. Ignore it and back away. Yeah, well, we can't go that way yet. That much is certain. Right or left? So we'll start by going right. What's this? Naturally, we would get sealed in here. Some sort of energy pillars. Skeletal human remains. A Zabrak blaster pistol, a crystal next door, and a cardio package. Check out those items. We've already seen the next door crystal, the Zabrak blaster pistol. Damage energy 4 to 9, 23 meter range, critical threat 20 to 20 times 2, on hit stun 25% chance, 6 seconds, DC of 10 to negate. Balanced. Attack modifier of +3. This blaster is the staple of the Zabrak mercenary, known for deadly accuracy and exceptional damage. So it's just a +3 blaster pistol. Alright. What was that other item we got? Wasn't that a... I think it was a cardio package, wasn't it? Probably something that will sell. Yes, indeed. Very well. I suppose we can open this, can we? The store is locked. It will not open at the moment. Same here. We are trapped. Well, let's check out the computer terminal. There are 3 pillars that have electronic readouts showing the energy levels of 4 systems. The controls show that these systems can be transferred to the other pillars. Caution. Some of the systems are very delicate. An improper transfer of power can cause an electrical overload. In order to unseal the chamber, all of the following 4 systems must be transferred to the right pillar. I assume they mean the far right pillar. Top system may be transferred to any pillar safety. Any pillar without fear of overload. Oh, I missed that part, damn it. Mid-lower system. This system may only be safely transferred to another pillar that either has no systems or only the base system active. In the base system, this larger system may only be transferred to a blank pillar with no systems active in it, or it will cause an overload. Remember, a system may be transferred to another pillar if it is the only active system on that pillar, or it is the last one listed. The current system displays on the pillars read active systems left pillar, base system, lower, mid-lower system, mid-upper system, top system, active systems, middle pillar, no systems active, active systems, right pillar, no systems active. So, this puzzle is quite an infamous one in KotOR. It's known as the Tower of Hanoi, I believe, and it's a puzzle from our world, obviously. I'm not even going to begin to attempt to pretend I can possibly solve this thing. It's too much work for my brain at this hour, I'll put it like that. So, we're gonna cheese it, and I really wish, yeah, I could go back and see how it works again. You know what? I'll try and comprehend it. Reading it the first time didn't have it sink in. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Top system may be transferred to any pillar safely without fear of overload. Okay. Middle upper, the system causes an overload if transferred to a pillar with an active top system. Ugh. Yeah. Okay. The system may only be transferred to another pillar that has no systems, or only the base system active. The the system may only be transferred to a blank pillar with no systems active in it or cause an overload. A system may be transferred to another pillar if it is the only active system on the pillar or it is the last one listed. Yeah, luckily I've taken the time to actually go and get the solution beforehand, because or Mac would obviously be sitting in here working this out. I don't have time for this. I just can't be bothered. I don't like these type of puzzles in games in general. They're just a pain in the ass. So we're going to start with moving a system from the left pillar, because it's where all of these are. It's the only place we can move them from. Which pillar? And we'll move it to the middle. Okay. Now we're going to move a system from the left pillar again. We're going to move it to the right pillar this time. Now we're going to move it from the middle pillar to the right pillar. Now we're going to move it from the left pillar to the middle pillar. Now we're going to move it from the right pillar to the left pillar. Now we're going to move it from the right pillar to the middle pillar. We're going to do left to middle. Left to right. Middle to right. Middle to left. Right to left. Middle to right. Left to middle. Left to right. And middle to right, finally. You transfer the power successfully. All power has been successfully transferred to the right-hand pillar. The room has been unsealed. What a colossal pain in the ass that puzzle is. Sorry guys, if you don't approve, I'm sure Mac would have taken the time to puzzle it out in his handbook before attempting it on the actual system itself. So you could easily do it on his data pad. Dispatch these raid real quick. They're not too much of a problem. Although there's quite a few of them. That one is bigger than the others. Of course we get a mine because I can't see them. My awareness sucks. I need to start using my power attack. Come on. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Incidentally, these guys don't have anything, do they? No. ignore that for a moment. Skeletal human remains. Ariadu strength amplifiers, a Sith assault gun, and a Synagar carbine. Take a look at those items. Synagar carbine. Feats required, weapon proficiency blaster rifle. Damage energy 3 to 10. Damage bonus +1 physical. Range 25 meters. Critical threat on a 19 to 20. Attack modifier of +2. This blaster rifle variant is one of many fine weapons produced by the factories of Synagar in their continued militarizing after the Great Hyperspace War 1,000 years ago. Sith assault gun, 2 to 9 energy damage, +1 physical, 25 meters, critical threat 90 to 20 times 2, attack modifier +1. This is a modification on the blaster carbine rarely seen outside of Sith-controlled space. I believe we already had a pair of those Ryadu strength amplifiers from before. I think we're wearing them, in fact. Yeah, so I won't go over those again, although just find it wherever the heck it is. There. Sure, a party member can make use of those. Not sure who yet, but we'll see. Else in here, aside from the monument to Naga Sadow. This is what we came for. Naga Sadow's poison blade. Such a powerful artifact hidden in this tomb cannot be allowed to remain behind. Let's take a look at it. Feats required, weapon proficiency, melee weapons, and Jedi defense. Damage physical 3 to 24. Bonus of 2 to 12 acid damage. Critical threat 19 to 20 times 2. On hit, poison, virulent damage, DC of 30. Wow, it's overpowered. On hit, 100% chance to stun for 12 seconds. Attack modifier +5. Restricted to the dark side. Bonus feat dueling, bonus feat improved dueling, bonus feat master dueling. Bonus feat weapon focus melee weapons, and bonus feat weapon specialization melee weapons. The mere presence of the Dark Lord Naga Sadow would come to imbue his personal weapons with the taint he carried, poisoned as his spirit was. So that thing is really awesome. I think a mod has actually spruced it up a bit, because the real item was not that amazing, but I want to actually throw that on and see what it looks like. I can't use it right because it's dark side restricted, right? I can't even wear it. All right, well, we will keep it as a curiosity, another artifact to our collection. It might have been the sword that Naga Sadow used to duel Ludo Kresh. Hard to say. I wouldn't be surprised. I doubt many could make it past this puzzle easily. Most Sith lack the patience. Not that I'm evil or anything, but just saying. I don't think they would put the time in. Naga Sadow probably knew that when he had this tomb constructed.